Good morning, friends. You know, there's a verse in the Bible that says, it's Hebrews 11 verse 10, that Abraham was looking for a city to have foundations, whose builder maker was God. So Abraham would say he's looking for his home, which is up there, not down here. He was a pilgrim and a stranger. That's verse 13. But he was just passing through. So by God's grace, friends, as we pass through this world, our final destination is a better place. We're moving very fast. Everything's very hectic in the house this morning because we're about to go to the airport tomorrow morning, bright and early, 5:30 in the morning. Plane leaves for the Philippines. Now, I haven't been there in a while. Darlene hasn't been there in many, many years, but for about a decade, that was like home for us. We lived there in 96, 97, kept going back and forth 2 or 3 times a year, doing health evangelism trainings and different activities there, working with the precious people. It was like a second home for us. We have friends that are closer than family there. We'll be seeing many of them this time. Now, there were many times I would go back to that part of the world and Darlene would not go with me. I'd be away from my wife 4, 5, 6 weeks at a time. Now, of course, when the Lord made man and woman, He made them that these two, Genesis 2:24, these two shall become one flesh. And I really miss my wife when I'm away from her. And this is how I do it. You know, to survive, this is what I do. I remember a trip many, many years ago. It was 4, 5, 6 weeks I was away. I just try not to think about my wife, because if I do, I get homesick. So I say, well, I can't think about it right now. But as the days pass and as the end draws near and I'm a week from going home, I start thinking about home, start thinking about my good wife. And I really get homesick, but I know it's just a few days I'll be on the plane home. And so, you know, when I'm there, I'm trying to get my exercise, try to keep a good lifestyle while I'm working. And my habit there at that particular time, there was a mountain nearby where we were. I'd go up the mountain in the morning, take a nice walk. I'd come down the evening, I would do the same. And so as it's getting time to go home, my last morning there, back in those days, it was paper plane tickets. It wasn't an e-ticket. So I had my plane ticket in my pocket. I had everything packed. I was ready to go. And I was just, my heart was just yearning for the fellowship of my wife. And I started up the mountain at my last trip, you know, to get my exercise before I get on that long plane ride home. And as I was going up, I was thinking about my wife, turned around the top, started coming back down, and my dear friends, I saw a sun coming up over the mountains on the islands of the Philippines. And as I looked at it, I had this thought. I thought, you know, that's just beautiful. But it would be even more beautiful if, can you guess what I'm going to say? It would be even more beautiful if my wife were with me to enjoy it. Now, I don't know how that works. How can nature become more lovely when you have somebody with whom you can enjoy it? And I wonder if God's not the same way. He created us, John 1:3. All things were made by Him. Without Him was not anything made that was made. Jesus is the Creator. And I wonder when He made us, and as we sit and enjoy with Him in our heavenly home, as we sit and enjoy with Him the things that His hands have made, I wonder if it'll give Him even more joy as we take joy in what He's created. My dear friends, I don't want to miss that heavenly experience where we can see the things of nature, not like we see them now. Here it's all under the blight of sin. Isaiah 65:17, I create a new heavens and a new earth. It's all going to be new then. Don't want to miss it then. What's it going to be like? And as we look at the beautiful things in nature, all of these planets and stars, to be with the Creator as we survey the heavens and tell Him, Lord, you're the great master artist. I don't want to miss it. So this means I'm not going to be sharing any videos for the next 3 or 4 weeks because I'm not going to be here. I may try to make a small one from over there, but trying to make it, upload it and all those things, it's a little more challenging when you're out in the jungle, out there in an isolated part of the world. But I might try. Anyway, my dear friends, I solicit your prayers for us that we have a safe trip, we prove to be a blessing to somebody there, but usually it's the case where you go and you think you might be a blessing. It's that you receive the great blessing. You think you hope to restore somebody, but often, friends, we're the ones getting restored. It's 20:35 of Acts. It's always more blessed to give than it is to receive. And often in our little home in the Philippines, we receive far more than we give. May the Lord bless you today and keep you in this world. But dear friends, this world is not my home. Take care.